What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, November 11th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. We have a 5-game slate tonight. Every single game locks at 8 p.m. Should be really fun. We're looking at Keegan Murray on the outside looking in. And the Kings look pretty good today, but there's a couple other guys that we definitely need to talk about. We're going to do that right now. We need to find out who are my favorites. My top 5 plays for today. It's time to find out right now. Like I said, right now. Now. And we're kicking it off with the Brooklyn Nets. Number 5, Cam Thomas. I got him 20% optimal. He's playing like 35 minutes a night. He's got a matchup against the Pelicans G League team since they're missing an entire starting 5. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, 7,200. Projected for 26 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, and a stock. You know the points are going to be there, or at least the shot attempts are going to be there. I love the positionality here. This matchup does not look like what it would normally look like on paper if all of the other guys are in. Actually, Trey Murphy coming back for the Pels today. It's not really changing what I'm thinking here. He's going to get up as many shots as he possibly can. And against a Pelicans defense that I don't expect to be all that good, this could go really well. Maybe they're great on the offensive glass. They can get a lot of additional possessions out of this game. New Orleans is the worst defensive rebounding team in the league. It's only going to get better and better for Brooklyn in this spot. You know, Ben Simmons doesn't want to shoot. If he could play enough minutes and get some boards, kick that back out to Cam Thomas, that'd help as well. So he's sitting here at number 5. A little bit of a pay up to be contrarian option for me. Same game, different team. Jose Alvarado in at number 4, 21% optimal, 6,200 point guard only, 15 points, 6 assists, 3.5 boards, 2 stocks. He's been playing massive minutes. I got him in for 34 here. Again, there's no DeJounte Murray, there's no CJ McCollum, there's no Zion, there's no Herb Jones, there's no Jordan Hawkins. I mean, everybody's missing. So I don't feel all that bad giving heavy minutes to Alvarado and wanting to get a lot of him on a 5-game slate. There's not much else really to say. The opportunity is there. The minutes are there. He's going to be out there. The game should be relatively close. It's Pels Brooklyn, so even with all those dudes out, it's still tight. That's really appealing to me. The downside here is like just a bad game or an injury or foul trouble. There's nothing that you could really look at and think, well, I don't really want to get Jose Alvarado because he has every opportunity in the world to beat a $6,200 price. Next up at number 3, I'm looking at Alperen Sengun. Outstanding matchup here against the Washington Wizards. We're talking about another team that can't pull down a rebound to save their lives. I've already got him projected for 20 points, 10 boards, 4 assists, and 2 stocks. He's a $7,900 guy, just center only. The minutes are a little scary. When things are cooking and going well, you could see Sengun play 32 minutes today. But they have the opportunities to move people around, to go small, to go to more Tari, Eason, more Amin Thompson. They can go to Jabari Smith at the 5 if they need to. So there is a little tiny bit of downside risk, but at the same time, I expect him to be exceptional on a per minute basis. I mean, he's like a 1.4, 1.5 guy. He could really hang it on Washington. They have nobody out there that can really slow him down. Like, Joe Val's a real body, but he doesn't have the defensive ability to deal with Alperen Sengun's footwork. The only thing you're worried about here are minutes. I gave him 28. I feel like I'm splitting the difference here. There's massive upside, a hair of downside, but he's still one of the best plays you'll find. But he's not my favorite center. I actually like Jarrett Allen a little bit more. 6,900. I went 31 minutes. I've got him 21% optimal. He's center only. Close to 16 points, 12 boards, 2 assists, 2 stocks. Matchup against Chicago. I'm not super worried about Vooch. Is he having a better year than he normally does? Offensively, yeah. But he's still Vooch. He's basically never been good defensively. And I don't think the Bulls are particularly good defensively either. So I expect a really big day here out of Jarrett Allen. Now, Chicago is a much better rebounding team than you would expect. That does pump the brakes slightly on someone like Jarrett Allen. I just think he's underpriced. The fact that we can get him at a sub 7K price tag, there's a lot of talented centers today, and some of them are getting a little bit more ownership than I would expect. Jarrett Allen isn't one of those guys. So this is more of a contrarian-ish play if you're getting into GPPs today. But he's a guy that I'm going to be paying very close attention to. I'm a little bit higher on him than the consensus seems to be, at least for right now. but I think I'm right. The number one guy for today, though, is very easy. That is Tari Eason. He's projected for close to 50% ownership. He's my number one optimal guy, and he deserves every bit of it. I went 26 minutes, but he could play upwards of 30, depending on how their rotations check out, because they're constantly moving people around in that closing lineup. He's small forward, power forward eligible, 4,800. I mean, the points per dollar for Tari Eason on today's slate, fantastic for a 5-gamer. 13 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, over 2 stocks. He's hitting every statistical category. They're clearly trying to play him more. He has multiple options to get into more playing time today. Foul trouble for Sengun, foul trouble for Jabari Smith. They're simply not playing all that well, and they want to go to him more. Does he have a little downside? Sure. He can play 22. They go to Moore, Thompson. They close with Smith and Sengun. All of those things are possible. But I think the upside here is massive. But more than anything, it's a price play. Sub 5K right now for Tari Eason just isn't correct. And on a day like today, where you don't necessarily just end up having an overwhelming amount of value plays in that low 4K or 3K range, these are the kind of guys that you get the value on. Someone like Tari Eason, who by all accounts is going to be in the 5K range in price tag by the end of next week. Take the value now. Take the best play on the slate right now. Number one contender, Tari Eason. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Monday, November 11th. If you're looking for a FanDuel version of this video, it doesn't exist, but I'm posting my top 10s for DraftKings and FanDuel every day to my Twitter, so follow me there at Josh Engleman. Plus, you'll get updates later this afternoon, probably somewhere around 5 o'clock tonight. Good luck, everybody. No late swaps. We just put in our lineups, sit back, relax, and watch 5 games of NBA basketball.